Hey y'all. So y'all want to listen to real conversations with real people, spirituality, educational conversations, empowerment, and personal growth? Then tune in to Life Conversations with Dr. Amy podcast. This is Dr. Amy. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I'm also on Facebook, Amy Arlene Davis, Instagram, amy.a.davis, and also on TikTok, Dr. Amy Davis. Y'all tune in, subscribe, like, and share. You'll be blessed.
Hey guys, and welcome to It's a King Thing with Miss Ray. And I'm Ray, of course. So today is Friday, and we're doing F It Friday. We're doing F It Friday, so let's see. I cannot get it to go live on IG. I tried, but it's not working. Sorry, guys. So sorry, Charlie. Can't do anything about it. But I am live on TikTok, so hopefully it'll be all right. We won't get any weirdos on like we've been getting recently that, just they don't have nothing better to do but want to come on my live and talk slick and reckless. Anyway, today is F It Friday, and today my F is standing for frightened. I'm very frightened. The election has me worried. I don't know what I can say, what I can do. It's so many people that don't want to vote because they think Biden's too old. They think he's not strong enough. They don't like Trump. But by you not voting at all, you might as well say you voted for Trump. I'm not voting for Trump, but you are. If you're not going to vote, if you're going to abstain, if you're going to write a name in the ballot that doesn't exist or they didn't have enough votes to carry over anyway, you might as well say you voted for Trump. I mean, it just is what it is. There's no way that you can try to defend not voting. It's just no way. I would rather you just go ahead and vote for Trump then. If you're going to not vote at all, if you don't want to vote for Biden, then go ahead and vote for Trump. But not voting at all is unacceptable. I was very, 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 very disheartened when Cardi B, who I just love that little girl, said that she was not voting because she didn't want to be a part of weapons and this, that, and the third, going over to other countries and so on and so forth. That's your right. However, for you to go on your platform and say you're not voting and now other people are not going to vote because Cardi's not voting, so I'm not voting. First of all, Cardi's a little bit different because Cardi is rich and 99% of you are not. So by you saying you're not voting because Cardi's not voting, shame on you. The fact that Cardi's not voting is very disheartening, I should say, because again, by not voting, you're voting for Trump. Although you say you don't like Trump, but you're not voting for him, really is voting for Trump. Slice it any way you want to, dice it any way you want to. That's what it is. Now, I rarely ever discuss politics with people. Okay, so rarely ever discuss politics with people because everybody has their opinion. I'm discussing it now because it is so critical. It is so critical that every time I think about the vote, I just get sick to my stomach. Because in all honesty, I think Joe Biden, he's older. He should probably retire, but he's running for president. If I had to choose between him and Trump, I'm going to choose Joe Biden, and I'm going to tell you why. Because everything Trump has said he was going to do, he has done. Good, bad, or indifferent, he has done it. He said, if I stand on the street, if I stand out on the street and shoot you, I'll get away with it. And as you can see right about now, he's getting away with everything. I have never felt like our United States government was such a mockery until he got involved. Like, I legitimately am sitting here thinking, we are the laughing stock of the world. Of the world. We allowed a man who was found guilty to still run for president. Let me say that again for those in the back that didn't hear. We have allowed someone that was a convicted felon to run for the president of the United States of America. Are y'all losing your minds? How is that possible? But you have felons that cannot vote. They can't vote. They cannot go to a polling place and vote because they're a convicted felon. But you let this convicted felon run for president. Now, y'all make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me, because at the end of the day, it doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense at all. At all. Whatsoever. It wasn't like he was acquitted of his charges and y'all still had something against him. That's not the case. Yeah, shots fired. However, he was found guilty on several charges. I forgot how many. Was it 25, 35? It was a lot of them. Guilty, 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 and so on and so on and so on. And you still allowing him to run for the president of the United States. Have y'all lost all of your minds? At what point do you think that he is above the law? Because that is exactly how he acts. And that is how you guys are going to allow him to continue to act if you don't vote against him. There's no other way to slice it or dice it. If you don't vote against him, you might as well say you voted for him. You not voting at all is voting for him. I don't understand what part that you guys don't understand. It's not rocket science, guys. It's not. It's common sense. If you don't vote for him, and there's only two people that's running that can actually win, there's the Cheeto Man and Joe Biden. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Now you can go ahead and say, well, I'm going to vote for this person, that person, but you know they're not going to win. So therefore, you might as well have voted for Trump, because you know right now Biden needs every vote that he can get, every single one of them. By you not voting or voting for somebody different and not Trump, you might as well have voted for Trump, because you're taking the votes away from Biden, and that ups Trump's chances of winning. Now I want y'all to understand, should he win, and every time I say I get a little vomit in the back of my throat, but should he again become the president of the United States? Because do anybody not remember what happened the last time he was the president? Or maybe it doesn't appeal to you because you're not Black or Hispanic. And let me just say something while I'm at it. For every single Hispanic that votes for Trump, you are out of your daggum mind. Y'all got it worse than us Blacks. And that's saying a lot, because he took them kids and put them in cages like animals. Do y'all remember them children? Them children that were taken and snatched out their parents' arms and put in cages? Can anybody tell me where those kids are now? Because I've been surely trying to figure it out. But nobody talking about them babies no more, right? It's just crickets when it comes to them babies. Where the babies at, y'all? Can somebody tell me where those babies are? I'll wait. Caller, are you there? Anybody there? Yeah, that's what I thought. Nobody know where those kids are, do you? Y'all don't even care, right? But why you Hispanics are so busy voting for Donald Trump, when he's telling you he's going to send you back to Mexico or wherever you came from that is not in the United States. Y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy. He's building a wall to protect our borders. How did that work out, y'all? And do you remember when he said he was paying for that same border? But he didn't. We ended up paying for that border, the border that we didn't ask for. I mean, I'm just asking for a friend. Is anybody here with me that understands what I'm saying? We didn't ask for the border, but yet and still, we got the bill. I mean, I'm just saying, does anybody remember what he said? I'm going to pay for it. I'm paying for it out of my own pocket. But he lied. Imagine that. The Cheeto Man lied. That's all he does. He lies. He lies with the exception of saying, if I shoot somebody, I can get away with it. Because clearly he can. Do you guys not get it at all? You are allowing this narcissist who has no concept of how a bill is passed, any laws, how they become, or anything else. You're allowing him to be the president of the United States again. After that, I almost said something terrible. That catastrophe the last time. We still trying to recover from that. Or did y'all forget? Oh, that's right. You wanted to blame it on Obama. No. It wasn't him. It was your Cheeto. Your Cheeto that y'all allowed in the White House. The same Cheeto. Yeah, I called him a Cheeto. I don't care. The same Cheeto who, again, no college degree. Heck, I want somebody to prove that he has a high school diploma. I said what I said. Anyway, no college degree, no government education, no government experience, no type of, I don't even know what kind of experience he has. Like, it just baffles my mind that we allowed this man that has no college degree, no degree in law. Heck, I got more degrees and certifications than he got. I said what I said. Now let me say it again for those in the back that didn't hear. Miss King, has more certifications and degrees than he has. And you let him become the president of the United States. Does that make sense to anybody but me? I've taken more law classes than he has. I know more about the law than he does. And you let him be the president. And you're going to let him be president again. Y'all have gone out of your minds talking about you're not going to vote. Because any chance he gets for us minorities, he's going to slam dunk us any way possible. And you're allowing him to do so. And maybe you think because you're rich, it doesn't apply to you. But baby, you remember he rich too, allegedly. And honey, rich folks that are white and rich folks that are black are two totally different types of folks. Y'all are in denial. And all of you black rappers that are backing him, your ancestors are turning over in their graves. You ought to be embarrassed. For every one of your ancestors, your grandmama, your granddaddy, your great-grandmama, your great-granddaddy, and everybody that got beat on, spit on, water hosed on, dog bit, and anything else, they turn over in their graves, and you should be disgusted with yourself. I said what I said. What you going to do? Nothing. You're going to do nothing. Because if you can find me lying about anything, please do. All of my contact information is on the internet. Please reach out because I haven't lied about a thing. Your ancestors are turning over in their graves and they're totally ashamed of you. And all of y'all talking about, I ain't never had as much money as I did when Trump was in the White House. Really, y'all? Do you know how many people lost their lives when Trump was in the White House? Because it gave certain people a sense of superiority. Yeah, we're going to use that word today. Superiority. That we people of melanated skin mean absolutely nothing. We're expendable. They can spit on us. They can call us all out our names. They can fire us. They can make us homeless. They can take our cars. They feel like they can do anything they want to us. But now see, there's a little caveat to that. Because we not them 1960 Negroes that just, yes, sir, yes, boss, to turn out the cheeks. We're not them. So what will happen is when those certain people that think they're superior come at certain blacks the wrong type of way, and it turns into the shoot them up, okay, corral. Don't say y'all weren't warned. because you allowed them to think that they were superior because you did not get out and vote. You have ancestors that died for us to have the right to vote. You have ancestors that were spit on and beat on so that we could have the right to vote. And you're going to sit your simple ass in the house and say, I'm not voting because I don't like the candidates. Hell, I don't like them either, but I'll be Daniel. I'll be Daniel if I let my ancestors see me not vote. It's not going to happen. If I have to walk to the polling place, do you hear what I'm saying to you? If I have to walk, at least I can say I tried to do something. But what happens every single time? Something goes wrong in the government and people go to complaining. See, in this, and now I ain't got no money, and they done cut off my benefits, and now I got to fight for this and fight for that. Did you vote? Well, no, but no. There's no but. You didn't vote. You can't say anything. Nothing. And it's not just about the White House. You have to vote for everything. You have to vote for your communities, your state and local officials. You have to vote across the board. Period. You have to do your part, or you can't complain. And you can walk around the bubble like you don't know what's going on, but you know what's going on. They are trying to put us back in slavery. Yeah, I said it. They are trying to put us back in slavery. And if they have half a chance, they will. You can act like you don't think so. You can act like it's not going to happen. But you didn't learn nothing from George Floyd. You didn't learn anything from Ahmaud Arbery. Everybody want to stand their ground when it comes to melanated people. They want to stand their ground when it comes to melanated people. Now I'm out minding my own business, running, getting some exercise in, and I wind up dead. But you want to say you feared for your life or some other BS. Are y'all serious? And y'all are okay with this though, right? Y'all don't have nothing to say, right? Okay. Remember that. Because see, don't be so sad if it come and happen to you or yours. Because just because it hasn't happened yet, don't mean that it won't happen. Because you walk around here in a bubble and you think it don't apply to you. It applies to every single one of us. Every one of us. So don't sit around thinking that you're immune to the situation. Because baby, you're not. And if it don't get you, it's going to get someone that you love and care about. And then would you go, well, we got to do something. No. Because remember when you had the chance to do something and you chose to not get involved, not vote. Keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. See, they bringing back the draft. Did y'all hear they want to bring back the draft? I have one little black child, a male, one. And if he wasn't already a disabled vet, he would be eligible for the draft. So now you're going to force my son to go fight a war that the Cheeto man created. Let me say that for those in the back again. You're going to force my young melanated son to go and fight in a war that the Cheeto man created. He didn't have nothing to do with that war, but now he got to go fight it because you have drafted him. Really? I got an idea. Why don't we go get some of those nice little gangbangers that like to shoot at each other and send Nate tails over there so they like to shoot at everybody and let them go get paid to shoot over there? Bet they don't want to go. Bet they don't run and sign up for the draft. Why not? Y'all like to shoot, right? You like to just shoot at people because they got on the wrong damn color or they're on the wrong damn street. Well, go on over there and shoot at them. Oh, wait, they might shoot back. They're not going to want to do that, are they? I said what I said. See, we got this all twisted. And that's why I'm frightened, because at the end of the day, I am grateful, not grateful that he's injured, but I'm grateful that they can't draft my son. Because I don't mind fighting a battle that I believe in. It's when you make me fight a battle that I don't believe in that I have an issue. You know, everybody, well, what about what's going on over here? What's going on over there? I'm not condoning any of that. But hell, I'm worried about what's going on right here in the United States of America. Excuse me. And I said what I said. I'm worried about what's going on right here in the United States of America. When you can't walk down the street without being shot at or go to the gas station without being robbed. And why? Because it's hard times sometimes, or just because people just don't give a damn about each other no more. I said what I said. I don't get it. Like, we could care less about what's going on right here in the US. We're in everybody else's business. We're in everybody else's business and not minding our own damn business. I said what I said. We got kids out here that can't write in cursive, can't sign their name on a damn document because we took cursive out of school. Why? Or we have this new math. Why do we need new math? 2 + 2 = 4 has always and always will. Why don't we stop messing with stuff and work on the things that need to be worked on, like giving kids dreams and hopes and goals and aspirations again in school, which they definitely don't do anymore? Or how about we teach our kids how to balance money and financial literacy and what the hell the NASDAQ is? When my son graduated from high school, he had no idea what the NASDAQ is. Why is that? What is going on with these schools that our kids are coming out dumb? Can't sign their name on a document because you took out cursive writing. Can't say the Pledge of Allegiance because you took out under God. Huh? Why? What was that bothering anybody? Because I remember in school when the girls in my class were Jehovah's Witnesses, they just wouldn't participate. It was real simple. It wasn't no need to take the pledge out of school. It was unnecessary. They just didn't participate because they stood by their religion. But no, we, the government, have decided we need to take the pledge out of school because it says under God. And what does that got me? Okay. I'm just saying, what are we really focused on right now? Because this new little bill, honey, this 2025 thing, baby, let me tell y'all something. This 2025 project, it says put Medicare on the path of privatization. Repeal President Biden's Medicare drug price negotiation program. Why? Oh, because Biden did it? He did the same mess when Barack Obama had put plans into effect, and then he got to come take it out just because Obama had did it. Again, then it says threaten Medicaid coverage of hundreds of thousands of Americans. Reverse the Biden administration's student debt relief efforts. So we go to school, we learn something, we're in debt for forever because we have student loans. Biden fixes it for us or tries to fix it, and now you're going to come and reverse it. It was bothering you. Why? Okay. Withdraw from the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change and the Paris Climate Agreement. Okay. Repeal the Inflation Reduction Act, President Biden's landmark climate law. Shred greenhouse gas regulations and gut clean energy programs. This is what the 2022 terms for Trump's second term would be. Give Trump the power to reject all climate science research directed by the Biden administration. Replace the White House climate advisor with someone focused on boosting the fossil fuel industry. Do y'all hear some of the stuff? How about this one? Allow ICE to conduct raids at schools, churches, hospitals, playgrounds, and other sensitive areas. This bastard must be crazy. He has got to be out of his mind. You're going to send ICE to schools, playgrounds, churches, hospitals, and other sensitive areas. Well, if that right there didn't make you sick to your stomach, I don't know what will. or maybe this one will just take you over. Re-implement Trump's transgender military ban and expel transgender service members. I can't even read no more. I can't read no more. I can't read anymore. I just can't. I can't read anymore because it's completely disgusting. It is completely disgusting. It's disgusting. There's someone on my TikTok and I can't see who it is. And I just don't understand why you would think that that's okay. I don't understand why you would think that him saying that would be okay. Mike Clay, I was talking about President Trump's 2025 project. If you haven't looked at it, please look it up. It's very disgusting. It's horrible. I can't see who this is. Oh, Queen Shell, that is you. I couldn't tell. Hold on. There she go. You have no idea how disturbing Project 2025 is. It's reprehensible. And anybody who doesn't vote and anybody who votes for Trump, you need your head examined. I said what I said. You just said you're going to send people to playgrounds and hospitals and churches. But you Hispanics want to continue to vote for him, though. You Hispanics want to continue to vote for the man that just said he's going to go on the playgrounds, the hospitals, the churches, the schools, and take your babies and put them in one of them cages. I still want to know what happened to them other kids. Can somebody please tell me what happened to them other kids? I'm asking for a friend in the back. My friend in the back want to know what happened to all those children, them quote unquote illegal babies that y'all had in cages with them little aluminum blankets on, shivering because they was cold and not with their parents. Anybody that was cold-blooded enough to do that, right there should tell you should feel some type of way about. But then you don't, because they weren't little Caucasian, or as my son said, Caucasian babies. Because if they was Caucasian babies, it would be a whole damn uproar. I said what I said. It would be a whole uproar if they were Caucasian babies. But since they're not Caucasian babies, y'all ain't worried about it. Because that's how y'all get down. But let Barack Obama, that beautifully educated black man, have taken them Caucasian babies and put them in cages. Oh, honey, helter skelter and everything else would have broke loose. Y'all are hypocrites. I said what I said. Y'all are hypocrites and you make me sick. You make me sick. And I said what I said, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, the bottom line is you must vote. Whether you decide to vote for Biden or the Cheeto man, because I just can't say that. I just can't. Whoever you decide to vote for, please understand that this is not going to be cute. Is everybody going to be happy? No, they're not. They're not going to be all happy. But at the end of the day, Biden is not sending anybody in the schools, churches, and hospitals, and playgrounds to take your illegal babies away. And you do realize when they take those illegal babies away, where are they going to take them back to? Because them babies don't even know where they came from. And if you got them off the playground or the school, they're going to be without their parents. And when they are without their parents, they can't tell you where they came from. You're not even sure they're illegal because they could have been born right here in the United States. But because they look like they're Hispanic, you're going to detain them and traumatize them and they'll never be the same. But you don't care because they're not Caucasian babies. The only babies you care about is Caucasian ones. Those are the only babies you care about is Caucasian ones. Because if Barack Obama had pulled half of the stuff, if he would have pulled one or two of the stunts that the Cheeto Man has pulled, y'all would have tried to put him under the jail. And I do mean under, or you would have just tried to kill him, or would have succeeded in killing him. But because the Cheeto Man is Caucasian, y'all don't have a problem with what he's doing. Oh, he's a good guy. He's make America great again. The fuck has America been great? Oh, sorry. Sorry, not sorry. When has America been great for anybody but Caucasians? Can anybody tell me when has America been great for anybody but Caucasians? You can't. The Indians don't think you were great. We blacks don't think you were great. The Asians don't think you were great. Who else is left? The Jews don't damn sure think you was great. So when was America so damn great? We've learned to survive in America as blacks from the sweat of our back because we built everything over here off our backs. We picked your cotton. We nursed your babies. We cleaned your houses. We let you pillage our bodies. Please tell me when America was great for us. And I want you to say, go back to Africa. We didn't have to come to this place in the first place. Your greed brought us here. Your greed brought us here. Your greed kept us captive. That was greed. It's always been greed. Make America great again. How about you just make America great? Because it was never great in the first place. So we can't make it great again because it was never great. I said what I said. And see me, I'm a little more, what's the word? Biased. Because not only am I black, or not so much black, I call myself a mutt because, it's all mixed up inside in there. But we still own the property that our ancestors were beat on and raped on and killed on. We still have that land. Yeah, I said that. We still have that land. Because that same slave owner gave it to the family, gave it to my great-grandfather, something or other in the story. He was mulatto, something, blah, 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 blah. And he gave us our land that, they used to beat us, and rape us, and make us. So I'm a little biased, just tad bit. So I want you to tell me when America was great to me and mine. Right, I didn't think so. So while you sit up here talking about you're not going to vote, well, I remember hearing the stories of being beaten and you couldn't go out this little area because my black great-grandmother and my white great-grandfather was only safe in this little area. They couldn't leave out that area because interracial relationships and marriages was not a thing back then. So please, don't do it. Please don't even have nothing. Don't make no comments because I swear to you, I'm going to make time to respond to every last one of them. Like, do not talk to me about voting for Biden or Trump. First of all, there's no other options but those two. One is a lesser devil than the other. And if I have to choose between a donkey and a devil, I'm going to choose the donkey. I'm going to choose the donkey because at least I know the donkey is slow but he moves, right? He's slow, but he moves, and his kick is powerful. That devil, if he gets his chance, he's going to put all of us back on a plantation with your silly ass. He's going to allow all these little cacoozens to think that it's open season on us African Americans, on us blacks. So please don't come for me. I promise you, I'm going to make time, because there's nothing that any of you can tell me unless you've been to jail, you fought for your life, or anything else along those lines. You can't tell me nothing about why you're going to vote for Trump. Now, you got the one little guy that he just let out of prison, Kwame Dawson, I think that's his name. But now, peep the game, y'all. Because now he did this, he let him out. But the Negro was guilty. So he shouldn't be out. He should be in prison. Do the crime, do the time. Isn't that the rules? What Beretta say? I'm not even going to start. Y'all know the Beretta song. But anyway, he did the crime. He should have did the time. But you're letting him out. Rah, you want us to put our pom-poms on? No, that bastard should have been in prison. And that's the problem. He's letting out people that should have had their ass in prison. But the ones that should be in prison, like this man that they're about to execute in Texas, that the crime never happened. Oh, we ain't talking about him though, right? There was no crime ever committed. He's still on death row. They gave him an execution date, and the man didn't do no crime. But we're not going to say nothing about that. Trump ain't going to step in and save him, because he's a cacoozin, though. He's a cacoozin. You're not going to step in and save him? Why not? You're going to let out this corrupt politician, but this innocent man on death row, you're not going to let him out? I need somebody to make it make sense to me. But now Biden just pardoned a whole lot of marijuana dealers and users. Oh, we're not talking about that though, right? We're not going to talk about that. Y'all are very selective about the things that you want to talk about. You want to pick and choose when it suits you. Knock it off. You're hypocrites. You're hypocrites. I call it hypocrites. You're the hypocrite. I'm just like, at the end of the day, I'm frightened at the state of the United States of America. I'm frightened that we will sit around and act like we don't see the agenda. This man has said he's going to go into schools, churches, hospitals, playgrounds to take these children that are allegedly illegal. I just want to know, how do you look at a child and know if they're illegal or not? They don't walk around with a sign on their chest. So can somebody please tell me, how do you know a child is illegal? I'm just asking for a friend. I'm asking for a friend. And on that note, guys, I'm going to go. Because, we got to do better with one another. We got to do better with caring for one another, looking after one another, having one another's backs. We just have to. We have to. Okay? That's that. You guys have an amazing Friday. And if you can't, don't you dare go messing up nobody else's. Shout out to my girl, Tabitha Brown. Here's some rays from Ray. Woo! Here's some for you guys. Woo! Take care, guys. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget to like, click, and share the podcast. You can watch the video on YouTube, or you just listen to it where all streaming platforms are. Apple, Amazon, Spotify. But make sure you like, click, and subscribe so that you don't miss any of the new episodes coming out, okay? Bye. Bye, TikTok. It's Friday. Praise God.